You're the newcomer, ain't you? Nora Camarillo. I keep folks alive around here. You know, you're lucky they found you when they did. Your friend was pretty bad. I got her just in time. Pretty much. Any part of your flesh prison breaks down, you come to me. There ain't much I haven't seen before. Shoot. Came here maybe 10 years back. My ma had died and Grandpa didn't feel safe carting me around the countryside by himself. It turned out good. The city's full of scrounge, and Grandpa made a living selling bandages and meds while treating folks for free. I do the same. He even attended the old commander when she passed. Good, my grandfather. He'd been treating folk his whole life, nearly as long as the root's been around. I started assisting Grandpa when I was 5. Dressing wounds, making meds, cutting at the table, you name it. Simple stuff at first, but yeah. You're old enough to hold the knife, then you're old enough to use it, he said. But how I helped him most was digging through the old hospitals. Even after a century, there's a hell of a lot to find. All of it useful to someone as clever as Grandpa. Huh. Tons. The old humans knew a lot about the human body, it turns out. Stuff even Grandpa didn't know. Did you know they used to be able to replace a man's lungs with someone else's? Or put a dead man's liver in someone whose liver didn't work anymore? To think of all the folks Grandpa and I could have saved if we had that kind of know-how. There's plenty if you know what to look for. Most of the basic meds are long gone. But there's still plenty of specialized tools and ingredients there. Stuff no one knows what to do with but me and my grandfather. What they don't got, what I never found once, is a cure for root rot. That's why so many folks died when the root first showed up. Grandpa had to invent a treatment on his own. What are you trying to say, Sunshine? Well, no need for that. You know how a doctor gets good at her craft? Talent is a load of bullshit. I ain't met nobody who didn't start bad at whatever they're good at. You learn a thing by doing it over and over again. For me, that means people who need my help. The more people there are suffering, the better I get at healing them. A treatment, not a cure. He probably wasn't the only one. I'm sure others came to the same solutions independently. But after Grandpa figured it out, he traveled as far as he could and taught it to everyone he met. I don't know where he started, but I reckon every treatment within 100 miles of here is derived directly from his work. You can thank him that your friend is still alive. Need anything else, Sunshine? She's great. A real spitfire, that one. I'd hang on to her if I were you. Not yet. She's asleep, and I'd like her to stay that way a spell. That girl's tough, all right. But right now, she needs rest. When she's up and about, I'll make sure you know. Let me know if you see something you need. Take care, Sunshine.
Looking for Ford? He's over in the warehouse. Sure he's got something going on. Always does.
I don't trust that Wallace. But Brabus says he lives, so he lives. If you want to talk to him, he's over at the docks.
You ever climbed to the top of that tower in the city? It's so beautiful. You can see everything.
Do you want to go up there?
You should talk to Ford. They
I
don't
know.
call him the founder for nothing.
Either way.
Nothing like raw earth between
Brad.
your fingers.
Nope. That is the sign of honest work.
Maybe the Wanderer's still out there. Like across the ocean or something.
You think the root are really gone for good?
I don't know.
Ford? Oh, wish I had half the wherewithal of that old man. He's got no qualms about, like, leaving town.
I see you, traveler. You're the one Ford's been waiting for, though he doesn't know he's been waiting. He thinks he needs help. It's her who needs it. You know, and you don't. Sorry, I shouldn't say. Things get messier when I tell them. I'm Wallace. Did I say that yet? Probably. The site, you know? You have a path to walk. You choose the first step here, but your path can change if you wanted to. Makes a lot of sense now. You're right, of course. Your path is waiting. Tell Brabus and McCabe I sent you. They have what you need. They're the next step on your journey. Goodbye, traveler.
Maybe I just need to go see Riggs. He can probably help with my gun. Oh, Brabus is good, people. Yeah, he sets me up with all my supplies for hunting. He's just right over there.
Well, ain't you a right mutter?
Good for big
Traipsing
game,
in here
but,
like you own the place.
Not so much for what I'm after.
I'm just pulling ya. Name's Brabus, and I run security around
got
here.
to polish his stuff
Well, seeing
more.
as you got the
Keep
mayor's
sheep
personal
straight.
approval, I reckon you his problem now. I also make sure folks hereabouts can protect themselves. Ain't just the root kicking around. A lot of folks still ain't chummy with this whole rebuilding society business. I should know. I used to be one of them. Up until about 20 years ago, I ran a pack called
Guns
the
that
Mud
Brabus
Dogs.
sells are better for
Took what we
killing,
wanted
huh?
and killed anyone who crossed us. It was a dog-eat-dog world back then. We all did what we had to survive. Things might be different now, but a lot of folks can't chew a path out of the old
Need
ways.
something with a longer barrel.
Maybe never will. That boy what talks to the root? I don't trust Wally with a hot meal. But I also ain't dumb enough to cross him. I don't reckon he was any more specific. Right. Well, the boy's crazy, but he ain't stupid. And I can see your gear is, lacking, to say the least. If he asks, you tell him I gave
Maybe
you
I
this.
just need to go see Riggs.
No
He can probably
charge.
help with my gun.
Riggs is gonna talk my ear off if I don't send you over to him next, isn't he? Fine. Go see Riggs, then. Tell him he can do whatever the hell he wants.
Well, I bet Riggs could help me out. I should stop by sometime. Maybe I just need to go see Riggs. He can probably help with my gun.
This is not up for discussion, Clementine. You're staying, and that's
Oh,
fine.
friend.
I don't
Glad
remember
to see you're
asking
all
for your
right.
permission.
What can I do
Watch
for
your
you?
tone, young lady.
Excuse me? I'm 132
And no
years
worries.
old, in case you
There was a
forgot.
time when helping
And
each
I'm
other
not your
survive was
child.
all we had left.
You don't have authority over
Around
me.
here,
On this, I do.
we don't
This
forget
town
those
needs
days if we
you
can
can't
help
go
it.
wandering
Your
off
friend's
after
gonna be all
something
right,
that-
by the way. I've
that
seen
might
Mika
not
pull out of
even
worse.
exist.
What were you doing out there?
That's rich.
You don't mind me
What have
asking?
you been doing the last 100 years then, huh? What
Really?
the hell are you doing right now?
What'd you hear exactly?
That's different. I'm trying to fix things.
Things that you broke when you tried to play God.
That was Harsgard. I was just following orders.
Founder
I
Ford's
didn't...
tales travel
Oh,
far
and that makes
wide,
it okay?
don't they?
You know
Fair
how many
warning.
people died
You can't believe
because you
half
just
of them.
followed orders?
But
course
half
I
of
know.
impossible is
You
still
think
a
I don't
sight,
remember
eh?
that every goddamn day? I'm trying to make things right
I don't
here.
suppose
So
he
am
was
I.
more particular about
Damn
why.
hypocrite, Ford. If I leave, it's my fault. But you didn't
Right.
break the world. You
Well,
didn't run
I've got
after
a
a
pretty
pipe dream.
focused
You didn't
skill
abandon
set.
your family a
I
dozen
reckon
times
I know
over.
what he means. Come to me if you ever need to upgrade
I've made
your
a lot of mistakes. I admit that. But it's because of those mistakes that I'm telling you not to do the same thing.
Well, forgive me if I don't want to take advice from the men who fucked up the world in the first place. I'm not your dreamer anymore. Maybe I've got my own mission.
These people need you, Clementine. You're too important to just...
Every person out there is capable of taking care of themselves. This isn't about them. It's about you. You've always run away from your problems, but you won't let me run toward something. What are you so goddamn afraid of?
I'm losing you! Losing them. Losing everything.
I've already lost everything!
You know where to find me.
You took it from me. You, Neville, Harsgard. The whole goddamned project. I don't belong here. I never did. I'm tired of pretending I do.
Look, you put yourself through a lot today. You're tired. Get some rest. Huh? Things will feel better tomorrow.
You know how I used to look up to you. The way you seemed strong enough to save
I swear to God and my
Except
mother.
I've already saved it.
Did Bo send you
I?
over here, or did you stumble your way over here yourself? You're serious, aren't you? All right, so what the hell is this journey?
I can't let you go near that place, Clementine.
I swear, if that boy weren't so
That's an order.
goddamn right all the time, he and I'd be having words. Percussive
You
ones.
haven't learned a
Fine.
damned thing.
Well, the only reason anyone bothers me is because I'm good with a hammer. So either I can modify your weapons, or we can find a more creative use for it. Tell you what, I heard you picked up something strange on your little jaunt earlier. Maybe I could do something with it. There. That ought to help with whatever journey he saw you on. Just tell Wally to be more specific next time, yeah? So we're done here, right? Or do I need the hammer again? The best news I've heard all day. Look, it's not personal. I just don't like being distracted. I get into a zone, you know? Pisses me off when people come by and interrupt my me time. But I'll tell you what. You're clearly not the average stray that shows up here. So I'll make you a deal. You find anything interesting out there, bring it back to me and I'll see if I can use it to mod your weapons. Okay? Oh, and if you tell anyone I was nice to you, I will cut you.
Hey again. Did you have a question? Hey, I'm just glad we got to you, you know, when we did. You stirred up quite a deadwood nest. Haven't seen that many in one place for a long time. Yeah, people here are friendly. If you give them a chance, good luck.
Whoa, what have we here? Ah, the Traveler, of course. Wallace said, yes, right on time. Sorry you had to see that. But then again, you've been around. I'm sure you know. Families fight. Andrew Ford. Good to make your acquaintance. I guess my reputation precedes me. I'm sure you've got a lot of questions, and I've got a favor to ask. So let's get to it. You first. Not you precisely, as in name, rank, serial number, but I knew someone was coming. Aren't you clever? Skeptic. That's fine. It so happens I knew you'd be coming today. Or I hoped. Our young Wallace told me. Wallace? He's a special kid. A lot like somebody I used to know. She had bad dreams too. Dreams about things that hadn't yet come to pass. It's more like he can see really far into the present. Sometimes. That's a longer story than I can indulge right now. Let's keep it to this. You know how some things you drink can make you drunk? And some things you eat can make you sick or sleepy? Well, other things do this. It's a big world out there. Huh. Not my way. And you want to be careful what you wish for, traveler. Oh, nothing too dangerous. I've got to marshal my resources. And then we'll get into it in earnest. Quite a few characters around here, I'll warrant you that. Here now, traveler. You look like someone preparing for a journey. I won't lie, that's exactly the kind of scrapper I need. I've got some business to take care of down in the old ward. And I was hoping you'd be up for helping me. Talk to Riggs first, get some weaponry, then meet me down by the ward gate, and we'll talk more. Patience, traveler. Patience, traveler.
We can discuss this later.
Much about life before the ward. What you did and all?
Oh, it was a hard time, I guess.
I think the Founder's gears are turning again. He is down at the old ward. Must be planning something.
You ever wonder if all this is...
you look like you could help an old man take on the world. You ready to do this? Glad to hear it. Follow me. Still smells like home. Here, take this. Just crank the handle to make it work. This used to be a research facility, cutting edge. We did things down here nobody dreamed of. Not before nor since. Yet, for all our manpower,